Hey guys, for this video I wanted to try something a little different and show you the complete process of creating one single fine art wood piece. This is my first time carving hardwoods and I'm using my Dremel with my new Saburrtooth bits. So in this piece, the flowers are all made with white oak and the stems and leaves are all made with walnut. So to get the initial shape of the petals, I'm using the Saburrtooth cylinder coarse grit, which their green bits are all their coarse grit. So it's going to help me remove the most material and really start to shape out those petals. Look at my stern concentration face. But anyway, the bits really help me achieve the look of the petals, and even with these smaller pieces, I'm going in and knocking down the inner side and then just kind of rounding out the outside. For the petals, I did go underneath as well, just to lift them off the board a little bit. And once I use the coarse grit, I go in with the medium or fine grit, which is all their yellow bits. And this helps me just smooth everything out. And this is the bit that I also use to do any detail work as far as like inner veining or inner folds within the petal. After using the Dremel and the fine grit Saburrtooth bit, the petals are pretty smooth, but I still go in and hand sand to just give that polished finish. And this is the 220 grit from 3M. And basically I'm just going in, smoothing it out, taking any extra dents or divots that the bit created that I don't want, and just getting it ready to be oiled up. So I'm working through all the flowers first and then getting into the stems and leaves later. Using my trusty walrus oil, I'm going to just load these oak pieces up with oil. I gave them a little bit of time to soak, which I didn't show in the video, but basically pouring them with oil, rubbing any excess off, just making sure we're hitting every side of each piece. And then I did let them soak. Some of them I did give a second coat as well because I felt like it soaked it up way too fast. With this being my first time carving wood, I think I was so impressed, one, with how easily it carved, and then two, just the grain pop. Like, it just looks so freaking pretty, and that's why I left so many shots of me oiling up here, because I couldn't get over how pretty each petal was and honestly how unique it looked. So I didn't mention this at the beginning of the video, but this entire piece was basically just kind of like a test piece for me. First time trying carving hardwoods, so I just freehand drew everything to fit this backer that I already had with the black textured background. So the flowers I did first, placed the flowers, and then hand drew the walnut stems and leaves around where I wanted the flowers to be placed. So it was a two-step process. I came back the next day and basically did the same steps where I drew the stems and leaves around the flowers. I cut it on my Scrollsaw, shaped it with the Dremel, and then sanded and oiled it. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I have been in a walnut obsession lately. So I did end up planing this down a little bit. It was pretty smooth when we got it from the lumber yard, but I needed it to match the thickness of the white oak. So I did have to plane it a little bit to knock some thickness off. They mesh together so well. Black and wood just go together. It is what it is. And here's a peek at everything laying where it should be before glue up and attaching the frame. She looks good. So fun. It's got some heft to it, which I like. Yay. Please enjoy my excitement dance for finishing another awesome project. And this is the only close-up video I got before it sold at my next market. I can't believe it sold so fast, but this customer has been waiting for her special piece for such a long time. So I'm so happy she got to take it home with her. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.